Well, the war of words between former Environment Minister Jairam Ramesh and the current Minister Prakash Javadekar continues over the Environmental Impact Assessment 2020 draft. Jairam Ramesh has responded to the charge of Prakash Javadekar, calling it unfounded and misleading, by tweeting out a copy of the draft, saying his objections are to clauses printed in black and white in the government draft itself. The former and current environment ministers, in a war of words on Twitter over the environmental impact assessment draft, about certain provisions of it. Well, Jairam Ramesh saying that the concerns that he have are founded on what is written in the government draft, tweeting out a copy of that draft report, pointing out to certain sections that he found were problematic. Jairam Ramesh citing that EIA draft to back his concerns. Earlier, Prakash Javadekar had accused Jairam Ramesh of misinterpretation. The war of words over the environmental impact assessment draft, which is 2020, has blown out between the former and current ministers. Tanvi Shukla joins us on the phone for more. Tanvi, this is a very contentious draft which is going to be coming up in Parliament sometime soon. It is something that Mirana was even picked up, and now the former and current environment ministers locking horns over this issue.
Yes, absolutely, Aarti. And what's interesting is the way Jairam Ramesh has responded to the allegation or to the comment that was made by Prakash Javadekar, saying you are misrepresenting the draft, your claims are unfounded. And all Jairam Ramesh has actually done in this tweet is to put out the draft copy itself and say, well, how is it unfounded when it's written in black and white? I am simply quoting what's there in the notification. So he says, dear Prakash Javadekar, in response, he accused me of misrepresenting the provisions of the draft Environment Impact Assessment 2020 notification. As you can see from my detailed response, these concerns are founded on what is there in black and white in the draft notification. So he's actually, responded simply saying, how can you call it unfounded when I'm simply quoting what's there in the draft and then raising questions. Congress has picked this up as an issue now, Aarti, and like you rightly pointed out, Mirana also did a couple of detailed stories on what this EIA notification is, why are many experts, environmentalists objecting to it, and the government's response largely to some of these websites and environment portals in the last 2-3 weeks has only added to the controversy. And it's now the Congress party that is jumping on the bandwagon and questioning the intent behind some of the controversial clauses in this notification. Now, this Environment Impact Assessment 2020 notification is up for public consultation and public response till 11th of August. So in the run-up to that, we will see a lot more questions being raised from environmentalists and even, rival parties who see this as an opportunity.
Right, a contentious draft, no less. Tanvi Shukla, thank you so much for putting that in perspective.